Hello everyone and welcome to BRL's ACC on Xbox. We're here at a very, very treacherous Nurburgring. I am joined by Carbon F1. If you'd like to introduce yourself, we got a quite a long qualifying here today in this special race. Yeah, we're gonna have a lot of fun. It's a very, very tricky treacherous racetrack at the moment. 19 degrees Celsius, track temp is 22, and you can see the rain's coming down heavy. John will be the first one to start a flying lap in this 30-minute qualifying session. Usually we do a 2-minute or two 15-minute sessions, but for tonight we're doing a one long 30-minute qualifying session and then a 60-minute race, just one tonight. And the time will be set to a 24-hour sequence, so we'll have a little mini 24 hours of Nürburgring. John in the McLaren. First down into turn number 1. To the arena complex. Super tricky to get onto the throttle. Seems like he's got it down pretty well though to start off. It'll also be an interesting dynamic here tonight because some of these guys will be using this super long quality session as a bit of a practice if they didn't get enough in beforehand. So we might see some very long stints to just run as many laps as possible, get used to these conditions, and just make sure you've got it down before the race starts and you're around traffic. To turn 11, here comes John. Looks like he's kept the car from sliding out from under him. And he's going to be coming down this long back straight. No lift. Just keeps it on the road. Looking at the 100 for the final chicane. It looks like he's got that down well now to the final corner. First time on the board set by John. Bill B. As he comes to the line, a 209.864. So a long lap around here. There's a couple more coming to the line invalid from Bobby Calzoner, and then as well that number. As Bowen comes in 5 seconds off, Neymar will go a little bit faster than John as well. We'll see how he goes. Katra 3.5 seconds off Neymar's 209. I feel like we're gonna have a big field spread, at least in this qualifying session. And that's only 5 cars out of 14 who've set laps, so. Skeppy's rounding the final corner. Put himself 8 tenths back of Neymar, so he'll put himself in that 2-minute 10 range, so second faster than what he was expecting. Still a long way to go, a lot of time in this quali session. Could have a lot of fuel on board some of these guys. 6.9 seconds back is durable. Bentley probably not a great car choice for tonight at least. The rain plus a lot of tight and tricky corners around the Nürburgring GP layout, so that's going to be a tough. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I feel like it'll be a little bit more of a struggle around here. Laguna does have a lot of high-speed sections, and that Bentley is known for its straight line speed, so the rain probably doesn't help either. Prince also in a Bentley. Now, that would be turn 6. It's a long first sector. Almost half the lap like that. Prince to the final chicane. And now coming to turn number 15. It's very tight. The apex will run out wide. Don't get on the curb. It's very slippery in these conditions. And we'll run up to 3rd place, so 5 tenths off of John's 2090, and that's a solid time on the board at the moment. See if anyone can even maybe get under that minute mark as well. Yellow flag for, I believe that's Catra. Yeah, in the gravel. Getting back on track now. Shake off. Your tires cooling down. Well, you don't really have to cool them down. It's already cool enough in the wet, but get it back into working temperature range. Go again. Carnival in the final corner in the Lexus. And we'll pop it up to 9th. So getting time on the board, that's what matters at the moment. Still 19 minutes. A lot of time. Back straight. Aston Martin. And we'll see how these car choices shape out. Not too sure how they'll stack up in the wet as much as the dry. And does Deere set a lap? No, he doesn't, so validated it somewhere along the lines. Up to Neymar, who's coming down the back straight as well. Oh, loses the car through the kink of turn 12. That will ruin that lap attempt. And he'll have to go again. Can move this quickly off of. Should be a little better for me. Pretty much dead even with his current time in second place. So this is a push. He's going for it. Well, he is on a controller, so it's going to be a difficult experience on this sim, but he's making it work so far. Down 1/10 on his best time at the moment. Coming into the hairpin now. Nice and late. Good. I can imagine. I use a wheel and I still find a lot of struggles. And even the dry sometimes using some of those oversteery race cars. So that's off to anyone who can drive this game on a controller and drive it fast. Yeah, I'm sure there's a fine balance on the feedback that you can get through the triggers and your analog stick. Neymar's up 2/10, which will put him very close to John's best time at the moment. Keeps it clean through that turn 12 kink that he lost it last time now into the final chicane. Can he keep it valid? It looks like he has. Final corner to the line. Yellow flags waving. Neymar does improve to a 209.4, but still a little bit off of John. Skeppy also putting himself in the same 10th as Neymar. He's currently dead even through the first few corners on his lap. Yes, he's gotta get the power down. Don't touch that outside curb. Looks like he's done it very nicely, and he's gained 2/10 on his time. That'll put him 2/10 back at John at the moment. Find a little bit more time throughout the rest of this lap. Could be going for a low 209 and a 208 if he gets lucky. Also a little bit of time on that exit. Carry it down 100. Oh, and he's lost a car on the inside curb, it looked like. Just caught it with his right front. And around he goes. He'll have to reset and get back. Prince actually went up to second while we were on board. Phantom yet to set a lap time. Is currently scored as 12th in the Lexus. Far. That Bentley still looks pretty good. Second place for Prince. Botched and Calzone are in the top 10 as well. Lexus seems to be struggling. Back into the top 10, 2 cars yet to set a time. That just shows how difficult it is to manage these conditions. Locking up the brakes must have been to turn 1. Phantom looks like he's on a pretty good lap at the moment, coming to the final chicane here. Looks like good side curb nicely, and the second one as well. Get a competitive time onto the board here out of the final corner. Uses the exit curb. Haven't seen many people do that in these conditions. Phantom still no time on the board. Hop on board Ichigo. Currently 5th place in the McLaren. Sister McLaren currently on pole, so it looks like a pretty good car to have in this at the moment. Does he put it any higher? Does watched in the big Bentley. Rounding final corner, doesn't improve. Ooh, Calzone is off the racetrack at the final chicane. Just barely keeps on the road. Trying to see. I think he's still good on a lap at the moment. Final chicane again. It doesn't look like he's invalidated it. Earlier on. 8 minutes to go, so starting to come down to the wire here in this qualifying session. Again, only qualifying session of the day. Usually it'll be 2 15-minute sessions, and then we have a 60-minute race. Phantom puts it up to 8th place with a 2:10.9, so finally gets a lap on the board. He's already up, he's up, and he's back down, so not sure if he's still going to fly or might still be. Up on with Chicago. Says he didn't approve. Flag. Let's see where that would be. Like Ichigo is improving. Skeppy puts himself within a 10th of John. Super close between these top 5. Half a second in it at a 2-minute lap time. Currently down a 10.5, now 2/10 as he exits. No improvement on this. So let's get into the final chicane. Did find some through there, noted for his next lap, and he's actually now green, but should fall back into the red on the exit. Will he? No, he actually finds a bit of time. He'll find about a half a tenth on this one. 209.153, and he's got some time in the beginning part of this lap. Can he get to John's best time? But John also out on the racetrack. 6 minutes to go now. There's the 10th. And he found it on the exit too. There's the 2/10 that he needs. Can Skeppy put himself up? Four tenths up now. He's finding time hand over fist at the moment. Back down on the exit. Still an incredible lap so far as he heads now into the hairpin. So nice and clean. Gotta just bring this one home. He's got the time. He's still finding more. This is an amazing lap if he could bring it together in these final 3 corners. He's got the chicane left now. He's up 4 3/4 tenths, now almost 5 tenths into the final chicane. Can he hook it up as well? He didn't hook it up this time. He lost a bit of time. Can he get it right through the final corner? Keep improving. He'll find a bit of time. Up 2.5 tenths. Does he take pole? Yes, he does, into the 2:08s. And currently on provisional pole with just under 4 minutes remaining. Just under a tenth John has to find here. Can he get the time? Not on a push lap at the moment. Yellow flag, I believe, for back to the pits now, so does not matter. Popped in as well, make it 15 cars. Crunch time is everyone's trying to get final runs in. Calzoner up to the line. Does he improve? Doesn't look like it. Phantom to the line. He's currently 2 seconds off pole. If he finds half a second, he'll put himself up to 7th, but cannot find that time. Let's see if we can hop back on board John. Where is he? He's actually about to start a lap, so we'll hop on board John. Can he steal pole off of Skeppy? Yeah, he's found a lot of time under braking there as well. Keeps it on the exit as well. He's up 2/10 already through turns 1 and 2. This is a little bit. Just gotta carry the speed. Punch this exit here. And he's not done it as well as his last lap now. He's losing a bit of time down the straight. Working hard second gear. Back on the throttle through the middle. Back onto the brakes. Better the throttle, get it pinned on the exit. 10th and a half up. That would be enough at this moment in time. He needs to find 78 hundredths. Lost time through the hairpin. And oh, he's lost the car. John's lost the car, and that might be his qualifying over. It is. He will not start any higher than second place. Skeppy seems to be safe on pole, as long as Prince or Neymar don't come in with a flyer. Chigo, anyone can come in and set a flyer. That just shows how tricky these conditions are. Three-tenths up will put him within striking distance of Skeppy's time. Qualifying is over, so this is it for everybody. 2.5 tenths. Prince in the Bentley. We saw the Bentley last weekend in preseason. 4 tenths of a second. He's going to gain a bit down this straight, it looks like. 3.5 up. Final chicane, and one more corner after this one. Pops the curb. Does he maintain it? Yes, he does. He's maintained, and he's gained. He's up 5 tenths now. Can Prince put it on pole through the final corner? He's kept it clean. Is it valid? Yes, it is. A 208.766, and he snatches pole off of Skeppy and the final moments. Anyone else? 2 tenths of a second is a lot of time. Neymar has spun out, so he won't start anywhere higher than 4th. It should go on a lap, I believe. And actually, he's now running through the grass. So that'll be him done. Calzoner. Lap. Final corner. Yeah, Taylor, the safety car. Can't forget about him. We might see it a couple times in this one. That is going to be it for qualifying. Prince steals pole off of Skeppy, almost 2/10 of a second gap. Skeppy obviously second in the Audi, John third in the McLaren, fourth is Neymar, fifth Ichigo, sixth Botch Gerbil, seventh Calzoner, eighth Phantom, ninth Catcher. Running out your top 10 is Cold Carnival. 1 hour race, 60 minutes. I believe it is set to a 24-hour interval, so we'll see night racing in this one as well. And obviously, the rain's still pouring down. As for points, it is top 8, as is your average GT race. Top 8 will get points out of the 14 competing today. 15th is our safety car, Taylor.
20 seconds.
He'll just sit at the end of the pits and wait.
Ten seconds.
Get ready for the race. Start here's double file.
Green light, green light.
And
go, go, go.
we're green. Prince leads us into turn 1. Skeppy looks like he's gotten a good start as well. Oh, carnage towards the back. I believe Ichigo was off with a yellow flag. Neymar off his... Prince has maintained the lead of the race over Skeppy. And I believe John has also kept third. Files out. Everyone seems to be starting to set into their rhythm. The Prince has opened up the gap. Skeppy has followed him down as well. Getting your split times here as they finish sector 1. John's off the track at the hairpin, and Ichigo will slip down the inside. Catcher tried as well. Can't get close enough on the exit. John holds on to fourth. Once again showing how difficult this is going to be for all these drivers here competing today. All over the back of John. Can she get a move on into the final chicane? Doesn't look like anything is going to be happening. Just going to file in again. A very long race. So it's a race of attrition almost. Make sure you can keep it on the road. And as I was saying that, yeah, Catra's lost it. And she's blocking the pit entry. So hopefully no one had to come in and make a stop. Speaking of pit stops, by the way, you can't refuel. That is against our rules, but you have to make one mandatory tire stop. So pit window will open sometime relatively soon, and obviously you'll want to pit under that. And that window might if this race goes green, you'll probably want to see drivers splitting it about 30 minutes each on a stint. Tires will be able to do that. Out front though, Prince is pulled out a second to Skeppy, and then it's a big gap back to third and fourth. Ichigo and John, and then another large gap. Catra's getting a little swirly on the exit. Cold Carnival and Phantom, the two Lexus boys, trying to get a move on. Phantom's got by Catra, but Carnival has not, so he'll have to stick behind the Audi. Seems close for our race leaders. Now we're entering the nighttime portion. The race started, I believe it was at 6 p.m. if I was not wrong. And we're doing 24 hours in a 60-minute race, so it's going to turn to night very quickly. Lights are on these race cars. And now this is probably going to be the most difficult part of the race. Still nerves. There's a car, I believe, off at turn 11. Who that would be. Can't see. Leaders surrounding the final corner. They've built up a huge gap. Ichigo's riding by himself in third with John right on his tail. There's side by side into turn 1. Let's just swap at McLaren. Black and red car of John gets by Ichigo in the purple. Still a long way to go though. As I said, it's going to be a race of attrition. Gotta keep your stuff all together, make sure you don't overheat the brakes, make sure you keep the tires in check. It's a long one. Close for about 5th place or so. No, sorry, that's more like 8th. There we go. This Cold Carnival has a bit of a train forming a little further back. That would be Bowen, Botched, and obviously Neymar. Neymar's looking to recover. Yeah, he is. He's already, what, a lap down now? Is there a problem with Deere? Has to be, right? Deere's doing a nice job of keeping out of everyone's way with whatever issue he's currently having. Don't believe we'll have a need for Taylor to come out. Here already. Just 8 minutes into this one. Nice battle though for 9th at the moment. Bowen, Gerbil, and then Neymar trying to get a bit of a recovery drive going after that turn 1 shenanigans. Oh, contact between Bowen and Gerbil. From the angle I was given, it looked like Bowen just got a snap of oversteer on that final corner, and Gerbil had nowhere to go. That was a crazy sequence. That's probably big damage for Bowen. He hit that inside barrier. I bounced off of it. Both of them might have... well, they can't hit, can they? Both of them probably heavy damage on those machinery. And that is very unfortunate between those two. Hopefully they can get back on with it. Hopefully it's a manageable race car to drive. Up for 6th place though, Phantom, after the somewhat disappointing qualifying session that he had. He's currently trying to make it up into that top 6. A bit of a gap all the way to 5th, which would be Calzoner in Bentley. These two Lexus teammates going at it here. Down the back straight. Can Phantom get enough slipstream to look for a lunge into the final corner? Side by side. Can't brake late enough. DJ holds 6th at the moment. Cold Carnival is catching these guys a little bit as they battle. DJ holds the inside line. And will try and get the better exit down the main straight. Looks like he's safe for now, unless Phantom's got a bit in that race car. And it looks like he has. I think Phantom's running a bit. Yeah, he's running a bit less downforce on that race car than DJ is. And Phantom gets through on his teammate in the same livery. Yes. And Phantom now up to 6th. He'll have a long way to go to catch that top 5, but we'll see if he'll manage. By the way, another Bentley domination at the moment. Prince is absolutely gapped. Skeppy at the moment. Actually, never mind. I didn't catch it, but we have a safety car at the moment. So that gap is diminished for Prince. Taylor's out on the racetrack. In the Mercedes AMG safety car. So everyone will get to catch up. Deere, probably the biggest advantage out of this one. He's still a lap down though, so that will be a problem for him. A nice little break in the action. 10 minutes gone by. Still a long way to go in this one. Can't pit just yet, so everyone, I believe, will be staying out here. Cars are actually in the pit lane. That's Botch, Sturple, and Bowen. We did see them collide earlier. And both are going to be coming in to try and repair some damage, I would assume. I'm not sure how this is going to work. We'll see. sure how it's gonna work for Bowen and Gerbil. We'll see. At least one more time around, might be two. Looks like I want these guys to catch up. And now 1/4 of the way through tonight's race. Be interesting to see how the two McLarens go, because there was a bit of chaos at turn 1 at the beginning of the race. We were a bit separated from Prince and Skeppy. Our pace matches up. Catcher's also in the pit lane. He was already 2 laps down. That is not the way he would have wanted to see his night go. All right. So Taylor will be coming in this time by, and Prince will lead the field to green. Slows it down a little bit. Not everyone has caught up. Katra is still in the pit lane, so she'll lose a lap here. Prince can go anytime he wants before the line, and it looks like he's chosen a little bit late. And Skeppy was caught out a little bit by that. He got to his inside, but had to back off because Prince hadn't gone yet. Skeppy now coming to the outside of turn 1. That's not going to work unless he can get the switchback going. And it doesn't look like he can. Still looking though. Trying some different lines than Prince, trying to get some clean air on the front end of that race car. Prince maintains the lead. It looks like everyone else has also maintained their track position that they currently have. Katra back out on the racetrack, down 1 lap as well as Bowen. Bowen is on the lead lap. Katra and Deer are the only ones, I believe, down laps. Oh, Prince runs wide. In the hairpin, Skeppy can't take advantage of it, but Prince is going to have some dirty tires coming through this next section. He should be okay. John's pressuring Skeppy as well for second place. Just yet. We'll be looking to launch the exit. But it looks like Skeppy's got a little bit more speed in that Audi. Down the straight at least. Yeah, this is what I was talking about. The McLarens now, as Ichigo has lost a couple spots, so he must have made a mistake. But yeah, John especially lost that time from lap 1. Made a mistake on his own as well, and yeah, now he's gonna get to show, can he run with this top 2. Fritz is looking like the class of the field at the moment. Skeppy down a second and a half as they cross the line there. John's hounding him a little bit. If I'm not mistaken, your pit window should be opening very soon, if it hasn't already. I haven't seen it pop up on my screen. Neymar, after that lap 1 spin, he's looking to get back his track position. That safety car has definitely helped his case out. Trying to go around the outside. Calzone sticks the nose back in there on the hairpin. And Neymar cannot get clear. He'll have to run a bit of curve on the exit. That's going to slow his run down. And it looks like Calzone has kept the car. And actually, I think Neymar might have tapped the back of it. Calzone's off the circuit. Local yellow. Calzone trying to get through the gravel, difficult job to do. And he's gotten back on the racetrack. I don't think he sustained any damage from that. So he'll be able to get back on with this race, but he's lost so much time from where he was beforehand. Ichigo is got by Neymar as well for 4th place. Neymar getting hounded by Phantom behind him. Gaps in the midfield here as we enter another lap around. Between the 2 Lexuses and another Lexus of Phantom in 6, so solid job to put themselves in the top 10. With your 3 cars Carnival, holy slide, and he's tried to spin it, tried to get on the tracks and spun it around again, and that's gonna stop any chance of him trying to pass DJ. But he does keep 8th because of how far back botched Calzone and that group was. So won't lose any positions. He's just gonna lose a lot of not track position, but a lot of time on this racetrack. Got it. Yeah, he absolutely slid that through the turns 2 and 3. He was sideways the whole entire time.
Pit window is opening.
Unfortunately, didn't end the way he would probably wanted, as John just went around someone. Was that Skeppy? No, it wasn't. It must have been a lapped car. I believe that would be Deer. Yeah, very even between these top four. About 1 second, 1.3 seconds between Skeppy and John. Just over 1 second between Skeppy and Prince. As John is, yeah, he's diving into the pits. 36 minutes to go, so just before the halfway mark. Yeah, your pit window's open now. 12.5 minutes on your pit window. John dives it in. It looks like, I believe that is Phantom, who has also followed him in. Yes, he has. And we'll see the rest of the field start to make their way to the pits. John is your first of the leading three. We'll see how it works out for him. Big Bill back in 11th place as well, so that's 3 cars in the pit lane. Katra as well, and then obviously safety car Taylor is in the pits as well. We'll see how John fares though compared to that top 2. Undercut, overcut, not sure what will be the strategy for some of these guys today. We'll see if that undercut's powerful, because I would assume Skeppy or Prince will be looking to cover it off in the next lap. John's back onto the racetrack now, and he's got some nice clean air ahead of him to work with, so clean out lap for him. No traffic to contend with. And now we'll get to see, does anyone else decide to dive it in before the halfway mark, or will we see some guys try and attempt an overcut, go long, get the track position in clean air, maybe hope for a safety car. Looks close for... Oh no, never mind, that is a loud car. I thought it was close for 5th between DJ and Carnival, but it's not. Skeppy is into the pit lane. Prince stays out another. So Skeppy responds. Ichigo as well diving into the pit lane. Carnival stays out. Botched stays out. Calzoner. And here comes John. We'll hop on board with John as he's on his outlap. Oh no! He's lost the car! And he's put it in the wall! That's not the outlap you want when you're trying to push for 2nd place or maybe even the lead. That might be damage as well. That was a hard hit into the barrier. Unless Skeppy has a stream open or a race engineer in that party, he won't know about the dilemmas of John that just occurred as I hopped on board with him. That's a bit of a commentator's curse, I won't lie. So he stayed out. He's gonna lose time, obviously. I don't think he'll be able to jump Skeppy. Has he? He has. John has jumped Skeppy even with that mistake. And he's made another mistake though. These new tires not working to John's liking at the moment in that McLaren. Having some, I'm assuming that's probably going to be heating issues. Can't get the tire temps back into the race car. Because he struggled on the opening laps at the beginning of this race as well. But Skeppy will now take 7th off of John. But now, even with that mistake that John made, how powerful is that undercut? Prince has stayed out again. It looks like Neymar's in the pits. DJ has stayed out another lap. Obviously, still 7.5 minutes left in that pit window. So 5th and 6th currently into the lane, and they're inside of each other at the moment. Bentley and the Lexus. Deere's also in the lane, along with Neymar, as I said before. Those guys making their mandatory pit stop for tires can't refuel. As I said before, that's illegal. That would get you disqualified. Now, yeah, we're gonna see where everyone files out here. Skeppy's a long way ahead. Prince still yet to pit. He's probably, if he's trying to split the race half and half, he'll come in about this lap. As we're just hitting your halfway mark of this race now.
We are at the halfway mark,
and
still a long way to go.
Here's your confirmation. Hop on board Prince as he's in the final chicane. Does he decide to dive it in? Yes, he will. So Prince into the lane. Does he... Ooh, a little bit wayward on that curb. Not sure if he got into the wall. Couldn't see it. But Prince in the Bentley now. Into the lane. Where does he come out compared to the rest? Skeppy from John from Neymar. Your top 3 have not pit yet. And it looks like your night stint is starting to come to an end as Neymar was getting around John there for 5th place on the road. And it looks like he's got that one done. So John's struggling a bit. Maybe has some minor damage. Not enough to make another pit stop, though. So Neymar will take away in 5th place. Watches in the lane. DJ stayed out. So he'll take your race lead for the time being. Skeppy now as the light is pouring in. Does he jump Prince? Prince is coming out of the lane now. Pit limiter off. Does he stay ahead of Skeppy? It looks like he will. Comfortably ahead of Skeppy as long as he can get these tires heated up and into the working temperatures. Yellow flag. That would be for Bowen, I believe. Yeah, Bowen's off and not moving in the grass. And will... looks like he's left the session. So Prince maintains the race lead. The undercut did not work for Skeppy. Now Prince will have fresher tires at the end. But mistakes can always happen. We still have 27 minutes to go. Neymar and John close. Only one to pit left, I believe, is going to be DJ. And he's going to have to come in this or next time, otherwise that pit window is going to close on him. And it looks like it'll be this time for DJ. Last of the cars to pit. much action going to be happening. We'll see where DJ files out of the pit lane when he's done with his stop. Catcher and Deer also in the pit lane. I believe they're done for the day. Absolutely stormed away. 5.5 seconds almost to that. DJ's still sitting in the lane. And now we'll be coming out. Lexus crew doing their job. And looks like DJ is going to file out. I believe he'll come out 8th place if I'm not wrong. Maybe 7th if I count. I think actually it might be 7th. DJ's gonna come out here. Yeah, it's gonna be just ahead. Here you go. He'll have the freshest tires out of the field, and your pit window closes in 1 minute. So if anyone wants a last-minute pit stop, gotta come in now. Probably see anyone. Skeppy did close in on Prince a couple tenths of a second, so we'll keep an eye on that gap as it fluctuates. 0.8 seconds is it currently. Looks like Gerbil is close to the back of Phantom for 5th place. And DJ and Ichigo for 7th and 8th. So 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th in a nice little battle pack here that we can focus on while we keep an eye on the top 2. And obviously Neymar and John a bit further back. John seems to be struggling a little bit. I think there is some damage on that race car.
Pit window is now closed.
We have it, pit window closed. That is going to be it. Everyone has a pit stop, obviously. 23 minutes to go. Still heavy wet conditions. 17 degrees Celsius. The track has gotten a bit warmer. It was down to about 12 or 11 degrees Celsius during that night stint. Gerbil and Phantom very close here. Hairpin. Oh, looks closer behind between DJ and Ichigo. Ichigo has gone off the road, and DJ has gotten through for 7th place. Actually, he's maintained 7th place, so Ichigo must have missed his braking mark a little bit. Very close between 6th or 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th. Trying to go around the outside into the chicane, not gonna work. Trying to look for any cutback he can. DJ's going to stay ahead. He's going to cover off the inside line into turn 15. But will that give Ichigo the better run out? Ichigo in the McLaren not known for having great straight line speed prowess. But he's looking pretty good in a straight line right now, pulling to the inside of DJ in the Lexus. Ooh, contact as they went into the braking zone. And it looks like both of them will keep it on the road. Actually, no, Ichigo has gone way off. That contact, he got the worst end of it. And DJ stays ahead still. Phantom and Durable a little further ahead, still very close. Skeppy's made a mistake somewhere and I did not catch it. So Prince has pulled out almost a 10-second gap now to the second place driver in the Audi. But you never know, still 20 minutes to go, a long way. It will be difficult. Ichigo still all over the back of DJ here for 7. Side by side into the hairpin. This is where Ichigo went off last time. And it looks like he's going to go off again. He's outbroken himself again. And DJ's going to still maintain 7th place. Obviously, I think Ichigo's a bit faster than DJ at this stage. But DJ's just been the more consistent driver at the moment. He's maintaining that track position over Ichigo. And fair play to him. I don't know if Skeppy's got any damage from his excursion. I'm assuming that would be a big mistake. Doesn't look like it. It looks like the gap is still maintaining itself around 9.5 seconds to Prince. But we'll see if Neymar will be able to challenge for 2nd place. Would be an incredible feat on that controller. And Ichigo, DJ runs a bit hot into the chicane. And Ichigo finally gets through, but can he keep it on the road into turn 15? Yes, he can. Ichigo through for 7th, finally. Seems like he's been trying forever. And now he'll try and get after 6th place and 5th place, who are in a battle pack now at the moment. 10 and a bit seconds off. But if 5th and 6th do battle it out, Ichigo will obviously have a shot at trying to catch those two. I'll back up to Phantom and Durable for the final spot in the top 5. Top 4 have pulled away. They've been the better drivers over the course of this wet weather weekend. Ichigo's pulling away from DJ now a lot. So yeah, you could tell he's got the pace, but he just kept making too many mistakes to get by him. Battle for 5th is going to be good, though. We'll see if Ichigo can catch him. He's got 17 minutes and about 11 seconds to try and catch. It's going to be a tough, tall order, but we will see how it goes. And obviously, we gotta keep an eye on Cold Carnival and Calzone catching DJ for that final points paying position. Very close now. DJ's struggling towards the back end of this one. Again, only 8 drivers score points. So this is a big battle between these three here, they're the only three that are realistically within a shot of getting 8th position. Big Will is a bit far back, and I'm not sure, on the 8th lap. Oh, big snap for Cold Carnival, and the car behind him, Calzona, as well, both losing time to DJ. So DJ, again, still maintaining a track position because he's been so consistent so far over the course of this race. He hasn't been the fastest, but he's been consistent enough to put himself in that final point spinning position. The opener. Battle for 5th. Ichigo has caught them a little bit. He's caught about a second. Now 15.5 minutes to go in this one. Again, still anything can happen. Now 9th will be tracking down 8th place for the final spot at the points. And DJ hold on to it? Is the question. We'll find out shortly. Ichigo is catching fast at the moment to the top 5, so we'll keep an eye on that gap. 8.8 now. No mistakes from Ichigo. He can probably catch those guys in 5th and 6th position. Calzona is trying to close up to DJ. Bentley versus Lexus. Bentley usually quite good on the straights. A bit of a boat in the slow speed corners. He's making it work so far, and he's trying to track down DJ now. Seems Phantom's starting to get into a groove as well now for 5th place. He's pulled out a little bit of a cushion to botch Gerbil. DJ has Calzona all over the back of him now as they're heading into the S's here. Actually, Phantom's made a mistake as I said that again. Another commentator's curse in this long race. Botches through. Ichigo is going to be licking his lips at that. Oh, contact now for 8th place. Calzona is trying to squeeze up the inside. It looks like he's done it. DJ can't hold him back. And Calzona is through into the hairpin. Might have gone for a bit of a lunge. As that's a yellow flag. That's it? Is that Ichigo? I was touting him to try and catch that top 5, and it looked like he was doing so, but now he's dropped himself outside the points. Now DJ is back in to the points in 8th place. Calzona up to 7th. And Carnival into 9th. So Ichigo's got some work to do now if he wants to get himself back into the points. Calzona looks good through that final chicane, and he's gained a sizable portion on DJ through there. Phantom's going to be looking to try and take back 5th place. No pressure from any cars behind. 16 second gap back to 7th. So as long as they can keep on the road, they're holding a respectable top 6 today. Skeppy's maintained that gap to Prince. Prince has just been the more consistent driver over the course of the weekend. Skeppy's going to be kicking himself over those mistakes, because if he doesn't have those couple mistakes in this one, he's with Prince for that race lead. Obviously, the closer he could have been, the more pressure he could have put onto Prince in first. So It's unfortunate, but again, as I've said this whole time, still 11 minutes of racing. That's quite a long time. It's not too many laps. It's going to be about 5. But such a long lap and so many different corners to hook up. We will see. Neymar's dropped off of Skeppy's pace a little bit. Kind of to be expected, but yeah, he's put in a great effort to hold 3rd. Podium. Once again, DJ is finding himself in the final points paying position. He's currently holding down 8th. Cold Carnival and Ichigo's catching fast as well. Ichigo's made more mistakes though. He's got to make sure he keeps it clean to get this one to the end, and if he can try and snag 8th place, that would be a perfect ending to his race struggles. Oh, DJ makes a mistake. Cold Carnival's done it again. He's trying to drift. And that's not worked out for him. Ichigo's going to get by for 9th place, and now we'll track down DJ for the final spot. Can he get there is the question, and can he pass? 9 minutes to go. Really the only battle on track except for 6th and 7th now, so it seems Phantom has made another mistake. Again, easy to do. And Calzoner's all over the back of him for 6th place. Calzoner gets a snap of oversteer and he spun it around. He's going to be able to keep it off the barriers, keep it on the racetrack. He's trying to get the car going again, as there goes Ichigo and DJ. Ichigo's looking up the inside of DJ, can't get the move done. And that's going to put Calzoner outside the points. Ichigo's in. Phantom's going to have no pressure from behind now. He'll be able to try and track down Botched for the top 5 once again. Yellow flag in Sector 1. That is... Who is that? It was Skeppy. Skeppy went off. Neymar is taking over 2nd place now. And Skeppy, another big mistake in this one, put him back down into 3rd. Can he track down Neymar for his 2nd place position again? It's going to be a tall order. We're going to see the sector split gap between the two. We have a bit of a battle happening through turn 1 as well. Calzoner ahead of Cold Carnival. Ichigo behind DJ. It's all kicking off in the final couple laps here. The final couple minutes. Skeppy is 4 seconds behind Neymar. He's going to have to push hard to try and close that gap in 7 minutes. It's going to be a tall order. But how about this battle for 7th place? You've got about 4 cars that can get it. Looks like Ichigo's made another mistake. He's put himself back to 10th place. And Calzone is going to take over 8th. Cold Carnival 9th. This is a crazy ending. So 5 minutes now remaining. It's going to be about it's probably going to be 3 laps to go for the race leader Prince. This battle for these final couple spots in the points here are going to be huge. DJ, bit of snap there. He's going to lose a bit of time. Calzone's going to gain some behind him. DJ's going to hold 7th though. DJ has not made many mistakes today. He's been very consistent so far, and he's so far holding on for 7th place at the moment. He's got some angry cars behind him though, and he's going to have to hold them off. Ichigo's lost time to the other guys ahead of them. There's a lap car, I believe, unless that's a lap car ahead of DJ on the minimap. Calzone's trying to go down the inside. Can he get the drive off though? It looks like he might be able to. That Bentley straight line speed coming in clutch, and he might just edge ahead of DJ. Can he get it slowed down for the hairpin? He's gonna lose a bit of time through the middle. And oh, contact! DJ hits Calzone. Calzone's around, and Carnival's gonna get through. That's a yellow. Calzone's facing the wrong way, has to try and flick spin it. He can't flick spin it with the traction control. Ichigo gets through, and that's gonna be Calzone's chance of points in the bin. That's heartbreak as this one comes to a close. Yeah, definitely not. He was running inside that top 8. And obviously he's not going to be anymore, so that's heartbreaking. Stewart's inquiries might be looked at after the race. That might be looked at between those two. Not sure if anyone would be at fault. 3 minutes to go. Skeppy, by the way, has closed in on Neymar, but I'm not sure it's going to be enough. Can he get the position? A bit of contact on the apex. Carnival will get through. That's some sizable damage on the right-hand side of DJ. You can see a lot of paint scraped off of that race car. Is going to get through. If I'm Ichigo, I know I'm running 9th right now, but you saw that contact between Calzone and DJ. You're going to be pushing as hard to get as close to DJ as possible, just in case there is any penalties applied afterwards. We will see. It is going to be Neymar struggling in these final couple laps here. And Skeppy is looking to take back his 2nd place. It's going to be very close. Catching is one thing, passing is another though, so sure how it's going to go for these guys. Can Skeppy get to Neymar in time to get a late pass for 2nd place? Carnival back again for 7th place. Ichigo is 5.4 out, so again, keep an eye on that gap just in case there's any penalties applied later on. He's now 4.5, so he's catching pretty quickly. He have some damage, so I'm wondering if his drive out of some of these corners. Back up to 2nd. This is the real. Neymar trying to hold on. Skeppy made a mistake. 2nds off the track. I'm not sure I will. I think it'll be to go. We'll get to lap number 20. led almost every single lap. Did not phase him. Pit stops did not. Time around is now for second. Skeppy is 2, and Navy under pressure. It is a toe. Gonna be tight. He did, and he's all over the back of Neymar. I think probably gonna be in here. Sector. Should go now about to say off of DJ. So if there is a post-race penalty, final points winning position. But as it stands, DJ is holding on. So back for second place. Can drive off, try and challenge it to the hair. That's catching for him. Couple of corners here. Can Skeppy get by for second? After an race, it's the face. Stay ahead. Right performance gonna come home. Win in Nurburgring. The 20th edition. He's gonna win. And the corners on for Aiken place. We will have to settle for third. Fortunately for him, it's jumped this race alone, but a good solid in the end. Without any penalty that could be applied, into the corner, and Ichigo will top up for him. Animal Hump come home 6 just behind in the second, and for the final 2 points for interval, to take it home, and he'll be able to hold. DJ 9th will round out your top 10 with Big Will, not the day down 11th. I'll see if we can get our top in your to the party here, get some interviews going. Your final timing sheets, 19.5 seconds to Neymar in the end, and then only 3/10 to Skep. So we'll see if I can get your top 3 into the party here for the podium. And we'll get some. Yeah, make sure to include your today through your race and a bit of the strategy as well. Sorry, just cost you second place in the end, a couple mistakes to Neymar. Walk us through a bit of the strategy today and how your mentality in those final couple laps trying to close down to Neymar.
Okay, so the race, I had good pace. I was consistent the whole session. And I was talking to my wife and I went into the gravel, cost me some time. And I was like, whatever, that's fine. And then the second time where I spun in that kind of clumsy long left, that clumsy section, I just broke on the curb and it was just, so I stalled, couldn't get the car past me, and then basically chasing him down. And the show was fight. It was a good fight. He won the last basically. It was either get him on the next round,
I mean, you had the gap fourth, you could have gone for it, but you got to get back. So, congrats on the place today. Neymar, how was it trying to hold off Skeppy in those final couple laps, and walk us through anything else interesting that really happened?
Yeah, so a lot of sprays. So I knew if I had it up, I would have come to the last a little bit. Had to make my way through the field, give to bar safe.
Yeah, I mean, it kind of saved you, but you drove really well through the field. So second place is also good points. Unfortunately, I don't think our race winner joined. So
No, he didn't.
I think make sure Just tune in. We got tiers for tiers, and I'll be on it.